We're back with another weekly vlog. I love these, you love these. We're locking in this week to mood read my April TBR because as much as I'm going to be throwing in the normal weekly vlog style, this is a heavy reading vlog because I have so many books that I want to be reading in April. If you saw my TBR video, it's stacked and it's in the middle of the month. I've probably read 2 of them. It's been such a busy start to the month, but I have this week where it's a bit chiller. I want to lock in and read. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. So hello, hi, good morning, happy Monday. It's 9:15 and we have had quite a good start to our morning. Despite it being very gloomy and raining all morning and me not wanting to get out of bed, we did it. I did all the normal stuff with Milo, but then I threw myself together in some way, shape, or form because I needed to go print a shipping label and drop off a package to UPS. So I did that first thing. That felt good to just get done. Now I can be home for the rest of the day. I also need to outro 2 videos. I did one of them this morning, one I'll do later on this afternoon. I don't have any meetings until 11, so we have an hour and a half to kind of relax, maybe tidy up a little bit. I do want to shower. I put oils in my hair, that's why we have the slick back going on. I want this to marinate. I would love to shower before I start all of my work stuff where I need to be just like sitting at my laptop for the rest of the afternoon kind of thing. But for now, I think we should make a coffee and do some reading updates. It's so good. Before I need to get going with work, I want to give you guys a reading update. So I am 75% of the way into House of Sky and Breath. That is the second book in the Crescent City series, and I cannot get enough of this. I think I read 60% of it in one sitting yesterday. You cannot pay me to put it down. I do have the physical book, but I've been really liking to read it on my Kindle, and I have the audiobook alongside it. I love the narration so much. I didn't connect that it would likely be the same narrator. So when I turned it on, like I actually had to hit pause immediately. It like took me back to Throne of Glass. I didn't know what to do. I had to like recompose myself, get like the excitement kind of mellowed out, and then we could continue. I was just so excited. Yes, I'm loving this so much. I gave book 1 5 stars. This is giving a very similar feeling, so I'm excited to see if book 2 is going to be 5 stars. I can't get enough. So I am only reading this right now. I finished another book yesterday, so I'm thinking I need to prioritize this, finish it, and then we'll decide what I want to read next. So I have my April TBR over there, all the physical books, but I'd love to see if Libby also has the audiobooks. So from that, we do have it narrowed down to The People in the Trees, which is by the same author as Little Life. You guys know what I'm talking about, the very sad book. And then I have Iron Gold by Pierce Brown. That is a continuation of the Red Rising saga. And then The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. So all 3 are quite long books, over 17 hours. And so we'll see kind of what I'm in the mood for. There are a couple short books also that I could pick up if I'm not in the mood for a longer, maybe heavier kind of read. But I think first things first, I need to finish House of Sky and Breath. We are done with work and I'm finally ready to sit down and finish House of Sky and Breath. I am very excited. I've been thinking about this all day and I just have no idea what the last 25% of this book is going to entail. I have no theories. I haven't even thought about it. I'm just here for the ride and I'm very excited. So let's get to reading. So I only got to read for about 40 minutes before Milo very quietly demanded that we go back outside. So we just got back in and I am dying to get back into this because things are getting so good. And we know that the last like 20% of a Sarah J Maas book is just like hit after hit after hit to our main characters. So what's gonna happen? There are also some reveals that I think we're gonna get by the end of this book. I'm dying to know who the like real identity of a couple of these characters are and like what secret motives that people have. I think we're gonna get some answers in this and then some hopefully we get in the next book kind of thing, but I think we're about to reach the point that I'm gonna pick up the physical book to finish this. Are you kidding me? That was incredible. The last 10%, I felt like it was exactly what I expected as far as so much going on. You're just anticipating what's coming next and how is this all gonna end. The last 5%, the last 1%, you guys quite literally saw all my reactions at the end. I could not get enough. I love it. I love it so much. It's interesting because it's not this like obsession with our main characters per se and be like, oh my god, I just love them so much. It's more like this obsession with the overall world and plot that Sarah J Maas has created in this. I was gonna say like, well, it's only been 2 books, so that's incredible, but each book is 800 pages. So do with that what you will. But she has still created all of this in just 2 books. And that is astonishing because I love the plot that we have, all of the different characters, the kind of main group along with these side characters, these side quests, these little plot points that just connect to this overall plot. I love the tangled web of everything going on. I'm very curious about the next book. I think that's where a lot of the disappointment started, and I don't know if it's just because everyone was festering with all these theories and ideas and ingesting so much of that online while they waited for the 3rd book, that then when they got it, they were disappointed. I'm not looking up any theories. I'm going in blind. I'm just gonna have a good time. I think I have a shot at just really enjoying the 3rd book because of that. But now is where I do get a little nervous. I'm very curious to see how House of Flame and Shadow is. We'll see. I'm gonna take a little break. I have a lot of other books that I need to read, so I'm gonna jump into that later. But for now, this was an easy 5-star experience for me. I just really love everything going on. Good morning, it's the next day and I am gonna be filming kind of like a 2-day readathon, not the intensive like we're reading 12 hours a day, we're reading for 24 hours straight, like nothing like that. I kind of just want to film a readathon where I'm reading as much as I can in 2 days, where it's like that's my sole focus. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and kick off that video. I want to go to a coffee shop. I was gonna think about going somewhere new, but frankly I think I just want to go somewhere that like I know I'm gonna like the drink, I know the area, I know the vibe I'm going with, I know where I'm going, versus I don't know what the vibes are gonna be. That's what we were doing. It's currently 9 a.m. I just finished getting ready, so let me intro that video and we're gonna head out. So we just pulled up to Coffee Bean and I have our next book that we are going to be reading in this video, and that is Percy Jackson's The Lightning Thief. So I'm officially kicking off this series. I have the entire hardcover edition of the series that comes after this. For some reason, I always thought it was the series. I got it a couple years ago. False. I went to go look at it the other day and I was like, wait, this isn't that series. So literally went and bought book 1. Here we are. We are officially starting the series. I am so excited. I love the movies. I love the show. And I'm looking forward to now reading the series and seeing where it goes. Because obviously with the movies, what, did we get 2 or did we just get 1 movie? And then we obviously have the Disney Plus show that we are getting multiple seasons. So I'm hoping they're doing one for every single book. We'll see. But for now, I'm excited to dive into this. It is so hot out. Oh my god. It says it's 72 degrees, but this car feels so warm. So I'm about to blast this AC. We are heading back home. It's about noon. I read about 100 pages, so I feel good. I want to head home. I want to check on Milo, and then I want to do some more reading. I just don't know if I want to go to the pool or to like a park or something where I could take Milo with me. We'll see, but I had a really good time. I started at the coffee shop watching a little bit of YouTube while I was like eating and drinking on my matcha, and then I moved outside to really like lock in and get to reading. So we only read for probably an hour and a half-ish. I'm not entirely sure. I was kind of frolicking. That doesn't really make sense, but it's kind of how it was going. I was just like very chill, and then I was like, girl, we're here to read, like, please open your book. So once I did, I was so invested. I'm having such a good time with this story. Oh my god, it's just so good. Like, I'm so happy to be reading this. I think I'm most excited for the later books where I haven't seen any movies or shows or anything with that information, so I get to see really what happens next. That's what I'm most excited for. So for now, I'm just like enjoying the ride. It feels a lot like the Harry Potter journey I went on, where I had seen the movies so many times, but then I finally got to read the books, and that is really my first experience of being like, I love the books more. I loved all the depth we got from the characters, and I feel like that's gonna happen here with the later books. I really didn't feel that with Harry Potter until like books 4, 5, 6 kind of thing. Order of the Phoenix was so incredible. Like, I'm curious what is gonna be my Order of the Phoenix in this series. After coming home and seeing just how excited Milo was to see me, I feel like we have to go to the park so that we can include him. I'm actually taking him to a full day daycare tomorrow, so that's when we can go maybe to the pool, or I was thinking maybe to the beach. So because of that, I think we should go to the park today. So I'm gonna change now that it's warmer, sunnier. I'm in jeans right now, and I would love to be in shorts. So I'm doing that, and then I'm thinking we maybe stop and go get a juice on the way. There's one of the like nectar locations nearby, and I think that could be so perfect to bring with me to the park. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, maybe pack up like a snack or something to just munch on, and then we'll head out.
Could you catch me up here? Tell me what you felt. My head is filling bottles that keep falling off the shelves.
Okay, we just got to the park. I got my nectar juice. I swear this is the largest size, and I definitely asked for the one less than that, but sometimes they're so nice and they just kind of like upgrade you if they make enough juice kind of thing. I'm not gonna say it's great because it's a green juice, but it doesn't taste awful. The celery is coming through very, very strong. But I have my drink, and so now we have Milo here. Hello, Mr. Milo. We are ready to go to the park and do some more reading.
My skin was wide awake, so close I could hardly take it. Move quiet, leaning into spiritual healing. Spiritual healing. I'm a billion people whispering spiritual healing. An earthquake at each step you take. Spiritual healing. Hearts in your hands.
I just finished eating a very early dinner, but I didn't have a real lunch, so I was starving when I got back from the pool around 4 o'clock. I took a rinse off and then made dinner. I had tacos. Delicious. I did get a little toasty today. We'll see what it looks like in the morning, but I'm gonna go ahead and take Milo out and do kind of like a longer walk with him, and then come back and start our next book. I did finish The Lightning Thief. So good. So good. I mean, it was a little different. I feel like thinking about the movie versus the TV show seems to be playing it a lot more by the book, if you will. But I feel like if I recall the movie, the ending was a little different with how things were revealed, but I liked it. I liked it. And then, yeah, thinking about how the show was, I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure it played out exactly like that. So it's cool to be able to like play those scenes out in my head, which it does make a lot more sense with the actual like age group to envision more of the TV show characters and actors and actresses. I'm liking that. I don't know when I want to pick up the next book. Like, I want to continue it soon, but at the same time, I have all these other books on my radar that I need to read first, so I'll continue it, but it might just be a minute. It's now 5:15. I want to go ahead and get this longer evening walk with Milo done, and then like I'll take him out again at some point later in the evening, but he's been home now for quite a few hours while I was at the pool, making dinner, all of that. So I want to take him out, take him to the park, and let him run, and all of that fun stuff. That's my reading update. That's my general update, and I will see you later on. I'm about to get ready for bed. I just updated the readathon vlog, but I wanted to update you guys as well. I am about 115 pages into Iron Gold. I think it's about 20%. It's a very like dense book. Not that big, but very dense in the sense that I think the audiobook is like 23 hours. So they're fitting a lot of words onto each page. I'm making so much progress though, and I'm really enjoying this story. We are a decade out from the original Red Rising trilogy, so I had no idea really what to expect here. The synopsis is very vague on the back, which I love in case someone was like picking this up and there was going to be like potential spoilers, so to speak. So like I like that it's vague. However, that just meant I had really no idea what I was getting into. I like it. We're getting new POVs, new characters, which is very stressful because there's already a ton of characters, but I feel like Pierce Brown has done a great job of making me feel connected to them already, and I was already like experiencing pain for them, and I'm like, I just met you. I mean, that's kind of the empath in me, but just a testament to his writing and his storytelling because I already felt so connected to them. And so I'm just curious kind of how they, on these like different areas in this solar system and their different roles and things that they're accomplishing or not accomplishing, how is that gonna mix in? And our main character, I'm experiencing a lot right now. I'm stressed for them, and that's what I'll say about that. So yeah, we're going through it, but I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for bed. It's about 9:45. I want to have a good day tomorrow to wrap up this like kind of just 2-day, 48-hour readathon. I want to go to the beach tomorrow. So I'm taking Milo to daycare mid-morning, and then I think we're gonna go for a few hours. Basically, I just have the freedom to not stress about Milo being home for X amount of hours. So if I want to go to a coffee shop afterwards or beforehand, or if I want to walk around, I don't know. Point is, I just can do whatever I want, and that is freeing. We're gonna go ahead and get some good sleep, and I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning, happy Wednesday. It is almost 10 o'clock, so we're gonna head out, drop Milo off at daycare, and then head to the beach. I've had a really nice slow morning. I basically got up normal, did normal stuff with Milo, and then I went and picked up some groceries. I got a lot of fruit to take with me because I wanted to have my actual cooler with me at the beach today. So I packed up that stuff. I realized I was out of, I think it was mayo. Basically, I couldn't make my sandwich because I thought I had it, and then I guess I didn't. So no sandwich for me today, but I have lots of other snacks and some goodies. So we are going to be stopping at a coffee shop next to the beach to get a matcha. I haven't had any coffee or matcha today, but I packed up everything. I have my cooler, my water, my Kindle just for fun, I guess, and then my book, my towel, sunscreen, all the goodies. So we are going to head out and head to the beach. This lighting makes me look so tan. I love it. Also, my skin is so glowy. I did a face mask last night, and I just feel like that plus what's the thing, like dermaplane? take a blade to your face, you know, get all beach fuzz. I just feel like, whoa. I stopped by Sonic on my way home from the beach because I have free will and I can. Really good. I got a vanilla root beer. I love it. It is now almost 3. I would love to pick up Milo in about an hour and a half, so I'm thinking I want to lock in and actually clean up everything. Just do some tasks, that's a lot easier when a dog doesn't want to help you. So that's what I'm gonna do. I only read about 20-30% more of Iron Gold, so I didn't lock in at the beach as much as I would have thought so, but at the same time I think I was just really happy to be back in Laguna Beach, back by the water, just like listening to the ocean and the birds. It was just so nice. There was a nice little breeze as well. It wasn't too hot, but by the end I was like, okay, like I'm ready to wrap up and leave. That's where we are at. I am gonna tidy up. I'm gonna do what I can, and then if I feel like I have some time before I want to go pick up Milo, we have a book haul. We have some book mail that I want to show you guys. That is gonna be my reward. If I get this done in time, we will do a book haul. If not, I'll just wait until after I get back with Milo. I am looking out my window and I just see various birds flying around. It is so beautiful. The skies are so blue. I just can't get over this. It's so pretty. Okay, I am done cleaning, but I do have to let my vacuum charge right now, so it's the perfect time to do a book haul. These are a couple packages that I've gotten in the mail. The first one I want to show you is my Aardvark monthly box. I actually just opened it up for a Patreon video, but I want to talk with you guys about it as well. This is not a sponsorship, but I have an affiliate code with them. If you do want to check them out, you can get your first book for only $4 and free shipping using code JC. That is down in the description box if you want to check it out. They had actually sent me a free box, just no obligation, no posting, just want to send it to you last year, and I found 2 of my favorite books. It was Back After This and How to Hide in Plain Sight. The How to Hide in Plain Sight changed my life. It was the most amazing OCD representation. I just love the exposure that it gave me. I think about that book probably once a month realistically, but think about all the books I read, that's quite often. Okay, well now that I am done cleaning up the flowers mess, Gravity 1. I still actually need to take them out of their like wrapping, but maybe I'll do that later. Okay, so let's go through the 3 books that I chose for this month. This is where I love the luxury of not having a true sponsorship, where you're kind of limited on even talking about competitors. So I have to say, I have never had a true book of the month subscription. They are similar in the sense of they're both a book box monthly subscription, and that's kind of where it stops, because to me, book of the month is what you want to join if you kind of want early access to maybe new releases, you want to get new releases for a cheaper price. I think book of the month has steered further away from showing off new authors and not really popular new releases. I think they've really targeted what's upcoming that everyone wants and make sure that those like 2 to 3 books are a part of it, and that's usually what people are picking. And then there are definitely some authors and book releases that like no one's heard of that they're gonna choose, but I think book of the month really has gone that direction, while to me, Aardvark is all about finding the authors and books that you've never heard of. I swear, every single book month selection, I'm like, I've never seen these, and why haven't I? Because the synopsis sounds so good. So I'm very excited for all 3 of these. First up is It Should Have Been You by Andrea Mara. Honestly, the cover got me where I was like, that looks like it could be a really good thriller, and then I read the synopsis. It says, your neighbors have secrets. How far would they go to keep them? You press send and your message disappears. Full of secrets about your neighbors, it's meant for your 2 sisters. But it doesn't reach them. It goes to the entire local community WhatsApp group instead. As rumor spreads like wildfire through the picture-perfect neighborhood, you convince yourself that people will move on. that this will quickly be forgotten. But then you receive the first death threat. The next day, you learn a woman has been murdered. And what's even more chilling is that she had the same address as you, 26 Oak Park, but in a different part of town. Did the killer get the wrong house? It won't be long before you find out. Okay, drama. Okay, wild community. I'm really excited for this one. Next up is The Radiant Dark by Alexandra Oliva? I want to say Olivia, right? But no. This sounds really interesting, kind of out of my comfort zone, but at the same time, I feel like my interests are growing so much over the last year, so kind of sounds also just completely in my wheelhouse. It's March 1980, and Carol Gerard and her husband are living an ordinary life in a small town in the Adirondacks. Can't we just have simple names? They have just had their first child, and though Carol is struggling with the challenges of new motherhood, her future seems clear until something extraordinary happens, an inexplicable flickering of light in the sky, which is ultimately determined to be communication from intelligent life on another planet. But these beings are 11 light years away, and nothing is known about them other than the fact that they seem to know we exist too. And so begins a decades-long exchange of messages with mysterious faraway civilization. As humanity reels from a shifting understanding of its place in the universe, we follow the stories of the Gerard family. Carol, whose fascination with the other life sparks a desperate search for spiritual meaning. Michael, her loyal son, who finds solace not in the stars above his head, but in the ground beneath his feet. And Ro, Carol's bright and ambitious daughter, whose childhood goal to work in interstellar communication will evolve into something far grander. Tracing 5 decades of love, loss, ambition, and self-discovery, The Radiant Dark is a stunning examination of a family navigating their lives with the knowledge that we are not alone. With all the space stuff happening right now, and as someone that obviously grew up loving space, working in the space industry, like, yes. Yes. This last one, it sounds so good. Love by the Book by Jessica George. First of all, let's take a moment to appreciate this cover. Are you kidding me? But this was not what I expected. Remy is Lucky. Her debut novel based on 3 best friends became an instant bestseller when it was released, and her agent and publisher are clamoring for a follow-up. But just as Remy's creative inspiration seems to leave her, so too do her best friends. One moves to New York, one gets pregnant, and one gets back together with her awful boyfriend. After an ill-advised one-night stand complicates matters further, Remy is left deeply alone and unable to find her next book idea. Simone is successful, a kindergarten teacher with a passion for kids and well-paying side hustle that affords her all the material comforts she desires. She doesn't have time for a robust social life. All Simone needs is her close-knit family, but after the true nature of her work is revealed, they cut her off, and she realizes for the first time just how isolated she is. When Simone and Remy bump into each other, literally in a bookstore, yes, it isn't exactly soulmates at first sight. Simone is guarded and prickly, Remy is insecure and heartbroken, and each woman is harboring a secret. And yet they just might be the missing piece the other has been searching for if only they can let each other in. Can Simone help Remy make one of her most important decisions of her life? And can Remy help Simone recover all that she's lost? In Jessica George's heartwarming, funny, and soulful second novel, she explores the restorative nature of female friendship and life-changing power of platonic love. Are you kidding me? I feel like I love reading books about friendship during the summer months, so this is going to be perfect. So those were the 3 books that I chose this month, and then I got a fun package. It says from Penguin Random House. I'm sure it's something I chose, but I typically expect like monthly picks to be in your standard brown package. This? What is this? You have the key to let in the fairies. I need to know. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Are you kidding? Wow. Thistlemarsh? Is that how you say that? By Moria Corrigan? I feel like I actually just butchered every single word on this cover. This looks familiar. I feel like I may have clicked it and like, yeah, I'd be interested. I can't remember. Oh, it says we've also included some special overlays in this package. There are 2 purple ink and blue ink. The purple ink overlay goes on page 15. The blue one goes on page 84. The purple ink overlay is the author's own notes and annotations on the page. The blue one is from the point of view from Mouse's mother. If you haven't read the book yet, read the book first and then put the overlays on top. This is what they're talking about. And there's like overlays that then you just like put. I've never seen that. That's really neat. And then we did have a couple postcards. A spray of bluebells beside a bridge in woodland near Edinburgh, Scotland. Oh my gosh. And then a dog? Aspen, the dog who inspired much. Shut up. I'm gonna cry. And on the back, the author, I'm assuming, wrote things. Okay, what is this book about? Because I kind of need reminded. It definitely looks familiar. I just don't remember the synopsis. Fairies disappeared over 100 years ago, as suddenly as slipping through a doorway. It was only the very foolish or the very determined who held out hope for their return. In the wake of the Great War, the world is a decidedly unmagical place for Mouse Doon. She once dreamed of becoming a fairy anthropologist. That sounds so cool. But with the one telegram, her world shattered. At the Battle of Somme, her cousin's body disappeared into the mud and her brother was left with shell shock. Shell shock. Say that 10 times fast. It was time, she knew, to put aside her childish dreams. When Mouse receives news that her uncle has left her the fairy-blessed Thistle Marsh Hall, it's the way I just can't speak, a dilapidated manor in the English countryside, she must leave her brother's side and return to her childhood home to claim her birthright. But there's a catch in her uncle's offer. If Mouse does not rehabilitate the crumbling house in 1 month's time, she will forfeit her inheritance and any hope of caring for her brother. It quickly becomes clear it's impossible to repair the manor in the allotted time, until a mysterious fairy appears with the proposition. He offers to restore Thistle Marsh for her price. Mouse knows better than to trust a fairy, especially one so insufferably handsome and arrogant. Why do they always gotta be insufferably arrogant? Oh my god. Guys, I'm so done with myself. But she is out of options. There are dark and magical forces at work in the house, and Mouse must confront the ghosts of her past and the secrets of her heart, or lose Thistle Marsh and herself in the process. Thistle Marsh. Thistle Marsh. Maybe by the end of the book. I love, love, love how whimsy this looks and just magical. What a great book haul. It is now 4 o'clock, so I'm gonna see if my vacuum has charged enough where it can at least do one sweep around everything, and then I will likely go pick up Milo. It is already 2:30 p.m., so I've had quite a full day so far. I don't really know what's worth your time to update you. I've had work all day. I've just been sitting here in comfy clothes. It's been amazing. I did do some editing this morning, which was really nice to get ahead of that. I need to outro the readathon video. It was kind of a fail. By kind of, I mean I had goals. I did not meet them. But that's okay. I don't want to like force myself to read and push myself to like finish a book for a video when it's not necessary. It wasn't, I'm gonna read these books for this video, so the video's not done until I finish them, like a new releases reading vlog kind of thing. This was more just like, let's maximize some reading in 2 days. I did a lot of reading. I just definitely expected to finish Iron Gold yesterday, and I just chose differently. I did. But I think I'm around 70% of the way into it, so I read a lot of it. I just didn't finish it. And then I thought about finishing it this morning because I think I technically didn't like start reading for the readathon until like 11 a.m. or something on day 1. So I was like, well, I could go to like 11 a.m. today. Girl, stop. Just stop. So I did, and I feel amazing. Because yeah, I basically finished editing all of that actually. And though I need to do the outro, that's like the easiest part. I can feel all of these necklaces just like tangled. Okay, well, I just want to come on and actually speak to you, say hello. I haven't done any reading, so I have no, like, updates. I don't know if I talked with you after getting to about 70%, which, no, because that was last night, so, duh. Listen, the book is, it's confusing. 1, it's confusing, but 2, I mean it more like I have such conflicted emotions regarding Red Rising, like that trilogy, and then entering now into the saga, because sometimes I'm like so in it and I care a lot and I'm following everything, and then all of a sudden I'm like, what is going on? Am I even understanding anything? It's just such a whirlwind of emotions, not in the best way. So it's hard because I'm like, I am enjoying it, but I go through such waves of investment in the story. So in this current moment, I don't feel extremely invested. However, I feel like if I pick it back up within 30 minutes of reading, I'd probably be at 100% investment again. So that's like not a great thing when it comes to reading, especially a book that is very dense, very complex, has a ton of characters. Goodness, I think I probably remember 50% of them. But like it doesn't deter me from continuing to read the book or continuing to like want to finish this saga. So like it is what it is. For now, I'm gonna continue working. Probably check in when I'm done with this stuff because we have book club tonight, but it is the 2-year anniversary of them starting the silent book club. I didn't join until like the summer. It's cute to be like a part of this and just like thinking of all the girls that I met. We are like celebrating at book club tonight. So I do need to like get some things for it, I think. Like I'm just gonna go to Trader Joe's. I'm not making anything. I don't have that capacity. I'm thinking I want to go to Trader Joe's and pick up something. But I could also just do that when I get there. I don't want to be doing anything right now. Well, I don't want to be doing work. I think that's my issue. And I just had 2 days off of work, but I don't want to work right now. So that's what I have going for me. Okay, I will check in with you guys whenever I'm done with work. It's actually the next day. Oh, I know. I think we only talked once yesterday. Here's the thing. I just kind of didn't want to film, so I didn't. But we're back today. It's 8:11 in the morning. I have done all my normal morning stuff. I just made a little breakfast snack thing. It's 2 rice cakes with some hazelnut spread and some bananas. It's so good. So I'm gonna snack on this. I have YouTube playing already. I'm gonna get started with some work stuff soon. I also need to outro the readathon video. I didn't do that yesterday, so I need to do that today because I need to wrap up the edits for that by the end of the day. I did do some reading at book club. As much as it was more of a yapping book club, it was also a reading one for me. I like got to lock in for at least an hour and I reached 78% of Iron Gold. I'm following most of the story. I don't know how much I'm retaining if I'm honest, but I'm having an okay time. It's just such a complex story. Like, complex in the sense of characters. I think I just get lost in the amount of characters too quickly. And that's exactly what I experienced last night as well. I mean, granted, I was literally surrounded by people, so there's like an element of distraction, but I think I would have felt the same way even if I was just home reading it. So I always need to look up like summary videos after all this happens. Milo's getting the zoomies jumping from the beanbag chair to my bed. Milo, come here. Yeah, hi. You don't need my breakfast. I just wanted to say hello because I saw you getting a little zoomie. Hello, I'm gonna finish eating and then we can go. Look at that face. We can go rest now. Crazy dog. We are officially done with work. We are heading into the weekend. I'm so excited. I do have to work on the weekends, but it's way more chill because it's just me being like active on my computer. It's not the same as like having meetings scheduled, other people active to where they're like asking questions, having to answer those. You know what I mean? Like it's just way more chill and I like that. I don't have any plans this weekend that I'm aware of. I think I'm playing some games like virtually with my uncle for his birthday. I'm very excited for that. But otherwise, like no plans with friends or anything. So it's just really whatever I need to get done, which there's definitely a few things I need to get done because I have a flight Monday morning. But we are spending the weekend together, so we will see all of that prep as well. I want to get outside. They actually let us go a little bit earlier on this meeting, so I want to take advantage of that. I want to go get a fountain drink from the gas station and then head to drop off a library book because it's actually a day overdue. Whoops. But I want to go drop that off and then go to like a nearby park with Milo and just kind of walk around. And yeah, that's where I'm at. Okay, let's go get a drink. Okay, I'm sorry, hopefully you can't hear the TV going on in the background, but I'm a little lazy and don't want to go get the remote to turn it down. But I went outside with Milo earlier. I think we didn't talk after I did all that, but I ended up switching plans because we went to the library to drop off the book, which I think I did get a clip of. But then there was like a pet store nearby, within walking distance. And I was like, how about we go do that and I'll take you to your doggy Sephora, you know what I mean? And so it just felt like he needed a Friday treat, honestly. But that treat turned into like $40 worth of things. That's how they get you, even at the Sephora's of the world. So I got him like a bunch of things to try. He's had some things before, but as far as like different brands and things. So we got a whole bunch of random stuff that I just got like singular things of, and I just put them in this bag. I got him, I wanted to get some more like food meal toppers because lately he hasn't been like consistently eating his morning or evening meals like within 30 minutes of me putting them down. And I say like, it's not like, oh, once we hit 30 minutes we're good, but like he was consistently eating them within 30 minutes, even 10. And then lately it's like he's been going hours and hours, and he has to be like running around exhausted after the morning to like have breakfast. I don't know what his deal was. So I was like, I think maybe I need to make it a bit more enticing or something. I'm not sure. So we got some stuff for that, and that's worked now because he's eating. So that's exciting. I have some topper things, and we're seeing how it goes. And then I came home and I felt so tired. I mean, so tired. I hit the afternoon slump real bad, real bad. So we are here today to recover from that. I was probably like laying down for the last hour and a half on the couch some, and then I moved to my bed. Naturally, I moved to my bed because Milo was playing with his toys, but because I left the room, then he had FOMO and he stopped playing with the toys and came with me. But eventually we came back out here. I'm feeling a bit more rested now. I'm debating on cleaning up my kitchen now. I don't have like, it's not like messy, but just I need to like do the dishes. I need to do a couple little things, and I'm thinking maybe I do that now on my Friday night so that I wake up tomorrow and like it's clean, it's fresh. I don't have any like cleaning really to do on the weekend. I'm thinking about like washing my bedding and stuff, but not like I wake up tomorrow morning and my kitchen's a mess. I don't want that. So I think we should tidy up now, and that way I can just like relax for the rest of the evening.
We got nowhere to be. Just a slow dance with the summer heat. The world outside can't wait a few, 'cause right now we got nothing else to do. The sun is peeking through the cotton white blinds. Your hands still tangled up in mine.
Good morning, happy Saturday. It's a little after 8. I'm about to make some breakfast, make a matcha, and then we will sit down and talk about our plans for the day and my thoughts on iron gold. I have my breakfast. I'm obsessed with these rice cakes with the hazelnut spread and bananas. It's just my recent fixation. And then I have my strawberry matcha, which is so good this morning. I fed Milo his breakfast. He ate half of it, definitely got all of the toppers. And then I don't know if he just got full or what, but I definitely want to give my concluding thoughts on iron gold before I eat. You guys, Pierce Brown did it again, because at the end of this book, I was like, I want to pick up the next book right now. I was in it. I was invested. I was caring. I was experiencing this like heartbreak in a very like non-traditional way. I was just caring so much, and our characters were all like going through it in their individual stories, and they were also like making decisions that I was just like feeling, and it was like hurting, and I was like angry but understanding and also sad. It was a lot. It was a lot to go through. I want to pick up the next book. I think for a majority of this, like I understood a lot of what was going on. I think there is like one storyline that I had just a really hard time following the entire time. So those points in the story, I think, is really what was taking me out, because otherwise I feel like I was following generally pretty well. So I think I maybe need to look up those like spoiler summary videos kind of thing, diving into this, and maybe that will help me understand again and go through like everything. But I did have a good time with this. Like, concluding thoughts is like I had a good time. We just know that I went on like a wave. I think I'm gonna give this like a 3.75. Milo just took out a box, a skincare box from my bathroom and immediately gave up trying to eat it. So that's good. I was just like, what is he bringing? Oh, a box for sure. Yeah, so the next book is Dark Age. Don't we have the very last book out as well? I need to look that up. Like, I know that there's another book after Dark Age that is out. I just don't know if it's like the conclusion of this series or what. I'm really glad that I read it. Obviously, it's been on my physical TBR, so I really wanted to, but I'm also glad that in the end, I was like caring a lot. I was really worried that I was just gonna be like, can this book just like end already? You know, like I was scared I was gonna reach that point where I'm like, I'm just not invested right now, or I just don't care as much. So like I just want it to end. I'm just gonna read it to finish it. But no, like I was so locked in for the last like 15-20% of this book. So yes. You guys have not seen me do anything all day. All day. And you know what? That's on me. I mean, it's been a very chill, partially uneventful, partially just like vibes, just hanging out. I realized I didn't film anything. Whoops, okay. Whoops. It is 5:30. I think we last talked this morning, so I had plans with my uncle to play games. We play like dice games through like FaceTime. It's so much fun. We did that for a couple of hours, and then I went to my office to work on stuff because I just needed to be like in an office environment, dual monitors, all the things. I think I need to go back tomorrow to wrap things up. I did that for about an hour, hour and a half, and then my friend texted me and asked me if I wanted to come over to the pool, and I was like, yeah, I do. So I rushed back here to drop off Milo, change everything, and get over there as quickly as possible. So I was there for a couple of hours, and now I came back here and obviously took care of Milo, taking him back outside and everything. It was like I did things, but it didn't feel like anything filmable. I mean, yes, at the pool, sure, but it was really just us yapping. It wasn't really like reading vibes. It was like catching up. Now I do want to read though. So I thought I was going to start another book, which I am going to start. I think I'm going to wait to start it on my plane ride on Monday, but I am hoping to make good progress in this book. This is The People in the Trees. We're going to see how it goes. This seems like it could be really good. Definitely out of my comfort zone, but we're in the 1950s and we're following a young doctor who is wanting to go to this remote Micronesian island in search of a rumored lost tribe. He encounters a strange group of forest dwellers who appear to have attained a form of immortality that preserves the body but not the mind. And then I guess he uncovers their secret and returns with it to America, where he soon finds great success, but his discovery has come at a terrible cost, not only for the islanders but for the doctor himself. So it's basically an anthropological adventure story with a profound and tragic vision of what happens when cultures collide. And I think, as an American, I'm very intrigued by this because we ruin a lot of things. Like, be so for real. We ruin a lot of things when it comes to other cultures and dominance and all of that, like dating back to the beginning, babes. So I'm curious to see kind of how that vision impacts me reading this. I'm scared but excited, so let's get into it. This is such a wild start. A start I did not anticipate. What? Like, why? Why? Why is that necessary? What is interesting is while we have like this story, that the synopsis I read on the back, but it is told as the memoirs of that doctor, Norton Perina, and it's edited by basically a coworker of his, because present time, Norton is in a situation that is not revealed to you on the back, so I don't want to like speak to it. So you get kind of this preface from his coworker Ron leading up to then the memoir that we are starting. I don't know how to feel. Part of me is just like pissed off and angry. Part of me is intrigued. One of the like blurbs says, hauntingly strange and utterly convincing, a novel you will finish and immediately want to read again. A complex, elegant, and wonderfully troubled debut. Oh, this is his debut? Fascinating and multi-layered. This author's storytelling is masterful, hugely ambitious, and entertaining. Exhaustingly inventive and almost defiant in its refusal to offer redemption or solace. As for the author, she is a writer to marvel at. I just didn't see this coming. So, okay, be so for real. Why? What the heck am I reading? But like, kind of in the best way. I don't know how to fully talk about this. Thank you, Milo. Can we sit? I have been binging this book for the last several hours. I am on page 291. I just reached part 5 and I feel like it's a good place to stop because it's almost 10 o'clock. And I fear if I don't stop now, I'm just gonna finish the book. I am 61% of the way into it. I have read a great chunk of this. It is so incredibly fascinating. It reads like a nonfiction, like in a good way, as if like this is all real and we are really just like following that doctor and his experience in discovering this civilization and all that it entails, like scientifically, biologically, the culture. Like, it's extremely fascinating. As someone that just finds like the human existence to be so incredibly fascinating, and just like human nature and community, like it's all incredibly fascinating to me. So this book is very interesting, thinking about how it's written in such a way that makes me feel like I'm just reading a real story. Incredible. There are definitely parts that's like a bit uncomfortable, don't get me wrong, but nothing as bad as like how this book started out that I was like, excuse me, that was a shock to the system. However, reading more of it, like I'm seeing how maybe some of this is like happening. Obviously speaking very vague here. I've been so quiet for the last several hours, and I actually have a reading sprint on that's like someone's stream from yesterday that I had saved, and I've liked having it on. However, their like sprint portion has no sound, so Milo's been without sound, and I think me speaking for the first time in hours, he's like, we're up, let's go. I love you so much, but I am going to go to bed. I'm very tired. But we read so much today. I'm hoping I can finish it tomorrow. I have the goal of finishing it tomorrow so I don't have to think about, like, leaving. I'm not bringing this book with me on a flight knowing, like, I'm going to finish it within a couple hours. So I want to finish it tomorrow so I can just, like, be, like, done with it. Like, not have to think about traveling and, like, just putting it on pause then. Like, I don't know. And then that's it. Like, I just want to finish this book tomorrow. I have other things I'm doing tomorrow as far as like work stuff. I'm gonna go back to the office to work. I think I'm gonna take Milo to Riley's. I think I'm gonna take him over there like late afternoon, early evening kind of thing. But I also have to do all the packing for both me and for you all tomorrow because I've done none of it. So all of it just takes time. So I just don't want to commit myself more than just the couple hours left of this book. This book is so weird, but so interesting. Good morning. Happy Sunday. It is about 9:30. I've had a normal kind of morning. Woke up around 7, did all the stuff with Milo. We went on a nice walk this morning. It was so beautiful outside. It's like a perfect spring kind of morning. And then I packed. I did packing. I guess that's not a normal morning thing, but I am probably 90% packed. I just have the things that you kind of just have to pack in the morning. That is done. I was packing up some of Milo's stuff. It should be a pretty chill kind of day. I have no like plans with people, so it's just getting some stuff done. I'm gonna have some breakfast now. my rice cakes with the hazelnut spread and bananas, of course. I have an iced coffee here, and after I eat this, I think I'm gonna finish the book. I want to lock in, finish that book, and then by the time I'm done with that, I can maybe like tidy up a couple things, but then I'm gonna go to the office around like, say like 1 o'clock to finish the work stuff I need to do for the meeting I'm traveling for tomorrow. So I always want to be in my office with the 2 monitors, lock in, finish that. When I'm done with that, I'm gonna take Milo over to Stephen and Riley's, and then when I come back, I can kind of relax for the evening and do all the like tidying up just to make sure I come home to a clean space. So I have like laundry going, I want to make sure I have dishes going, trash taken out, all of that, and I should be good. That's my update. I think that's a good update. Okay, I'm gonna eat and I will check in with you guys when we're starting to read. Okay, it is time to lock in. I am both scared and excited. I'm just so curious where we are going from here because I just feel like things have to go super wrong. And I want to know how we reach the present point. Like, what is our doctor doing? I need to know what the heck our doctor is doing. Let's lock in and finish this book.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things.
I don't even know what to say right now. That was unlike anything I have ever read. That was her debut, because that is genuinely insane. It feels like a real story. I think there was inspiration taken by a real person, but now I need to go look that up because it was in one like of the reviews on Goodreads. I need to know that story because of what is in here. A majority of the story is really just about this doctor and his findings and how we ruin everything by drawing attention to cultures. And that's the bulk of this. That is 90% of the words you're reading. However, there is a portion of this at the beginning and at the end where at the beginning you're told kind of like the present day circumstances and you're leading up to what got us there. Because there's this element of like, wait, what? But then you're taken on this whole journey of these island people and the mysteries of their immortality, where they can preserve their body but not the mind. And so like you're thinking about that, but then you're getting to present time. I feel like I did read someone's authentic nonfiction memoir. That was so what the hell. This book is definitely not for everyone. I would say if you're intrigued by it, definitely give it a shot, but this is not a book I'm recommending to everyone. It's not something that's like bingeable, just so easy to read, and like it's not that type of story. It's uncomfortable. It's something where like you can't see the world in black and white. You have to understand and accept like different POVs and just like the human part of things being like subject to your own viewpoints and experiences. It's starting in the 1950s, like thinking about that time, thinking about a man, like those viewpoints and stereotypes, they're kind of there. I don't know. Like there is no rating I have in my head right now because it's just like, what? Well, I'm gonna come down from that journey. It's about 12:40 now, so I'm gonna finish packing up his stuff and we're gonna head to my office so that I can finish up my meeting things. What the hell is that book? You guys, what do I do with my hands? It's 5:30. I just got back from doing the work stuff, going to the office, finishing up those charts. Those are good. But then I took Milo to Riley and Stevens. And so just got back home with no Milo. I have some Chipotle for dinner because that just sounded easiest and delicious. So I'm gonna eat this, but I'm just like, what do I do with my hands? I don't pick them up until Thursday night, so feels like a long time. It just feels like a very long time. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat, and I'll see you after. I don't know, I feel like there's just evening, like, I was gonna say tasks, because I was like things and tasks. There are things that we need to get done before I like wind down for bed. I would rather like get everything done ASAP, and then I can chill for the rest of the evening and maybe start our next book, which will be exciting because I'm avoiding now the physical TBR because of my flights. I don't want to take a physical book with me. I only want my Kindle. So we're gonna see what options we have. Okay, it is almost 8 o'clock, and I just want to go ahead and close out this video because I don't know what I was thinking about trying to film and everything. I really just want to relax tonight and hopefully get a good night's sleep before my flight tomorrow morning, which I'm glad it isn't a very early flight. But I still want to just like wake up rested because flying to DC is a long day. It's a long day. So I just want to feel as good as I can heading into the travel day. And so I did end up like eating, watching YouTube, and then I just like started this chain of events where I was like, oh, I'll talk with you after I eat and we'll like tidy up and things. But I went to throw my food away and it just started this chain of like, well, now I'm going to take out the trash. And then it turned into doing the dishes and wiping down the counters and putting away extra, like it just happened so fast. And I was like, oh, well, you didn't film any of it. And then it made me think about why was I trying to film like later into the evening when I should just be resting and relaxing. And so I'm honestly going to get ready for bed now, like brush my teeth, all the things, and head to my bedroom and just watch YouTube and hopefully fall asleep at a good time. I was thinking about starting a book, but that was thinking I would be like settled on the couch ready to read at like 7, and I wasn't. I just wanted to kind of rot on my phone for a little bit and watch some YouTube, and then all of a sudden it was 8 and I was like, we will just chill. We'll start our book tomorrow, which is perfect because this video was all about reading my physical TBR, which we did. We set out to make good progress on the April TBR, and we did that. We read Percy Jackson, The Lightning Thief, Iron Gold, and The People in the Trees. Those were 3 books on my April TBR, and those were the 3 that we read this week. And they were all unique experiences and all ultimately like books I liked, but it's just like crazy because they were all so different in like genre and vibes. I just love the diversity that I've accepted and kind of grown into in my reading experience, because I definitely started out with reading like a lot of thrillers, like a lot of people do, like it's an easy genre to get into, and then picking up romances and like very much the popular fantasy novels. And so it was a lot of just like easier reads in a sense, and very like popular genres for a reason. I mean, I still read all those now, but I feel like I've diversified in getting into sci-fi and all forms of fiction as far as literary. The People in the Trees is like psychotic for fiction, says friction. So I don't know, I just like that I've gotten out of my comfort zone and have found so many amazing books that way. So just like thinking about the books we simply read this week, crazy. So yeah, I had a really good week with you guys. I feel like it was so much fun to just do a lot of things that made me happy, I feel like, this week. And getting outside a lot and reading a lot. I just had a really good week. I'm glad that I got to document it. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.